parashah for this week is Naso, and the Haftarah is from the book of Judges. This Haftarah is mainly about Manoah and his wife, and the strange circumstances surrounding Samson's conception. Here we will only examine the last 2 verses. We read, "The woman bore a son, and she named him Samson. The boy grew up, and the Lord blessed him. The Spirit of the Lord first moved him in the encampment of Dan, between Zorah and Eshtaol." Now Zorah and Eshtaol are places which can still be found in Israel. They are located 15 miles west of Jerusalem. Here we see Zorah and Eshtaol as foothills in Judea. This is a photograph of Zorah, and this is a photograph of Eshtaol, foothills. Now the word Zorah contains within it another Hebrew word, tsar, which means narrow. This, according to a midrash, reminds us that Samson was a narrow-minded person. Eshtaol also contains within it a Hebrew word, esh, which means fire, and this, according to midrash, reminds us that Samson had a fiery temperament. In the last verse, there is one word which is a hapax legomenon, meaning that it occurs only once in the entire Tanakh, and therefore is capable of a number of different interpretations. If one were to examine the Chabad English translation and compare that with the New Jewish Publication Society translation of the word lefa'amo, one would see that there are important but subtle differences of the interpretation of the word lefa'amo, a hapax legomenon. But the most interesting interpretation can be found in Midrash Rabbah of Leviticus, where Rabbi Yehuda said, "Lefa'amo means that when the Holy Spirit rested on Samson, it enabled him to traverse the distance from Zorah to Eshtaol in one step." Well, yes, in one step, about 2.5 miles. If you'd rather consider walking time, it is 1 hour and 11 minutes. And in Zorah, one would find vineyards. It is ironic that the area associated with the birth of Samson now produces fine wines. Samson was a Nazarite from the womb, so he could have none of it. Thank you for your interest, and Shabbat Shalom.